I'm filming horizontally, guys. Don't worry. I just found this, which I thought was quite interesting. In fact, it even says it right down there at the bottom. Didn't see that. So Pageant, basically, is just paganism. Play in a cycle of mystery plays, from medieval Latin pagina, page or notion of manuscript of a play. What did I click? Page, I think. Pagina, a movable scaffold in the etymological sense of stake. So then you click pagan and you find out that it's about markers and, you know, like the same pagan and nation are just the same thing. So all the heathens and the pagans are all lumped together as the uncivilized masses that worshipped false gods. It's a Jewish designation. You know, all of this relies on the Jewish faith. Without the Jewish faith, none of this makes any sense. But that's how history is constructed. But again, this was interesting. So, pagan and heathen are primarily the same in meaning, but pagan is sometimes distinctively applied to those nations that, although worshipping false gods, are more cultivated. So the pagan cult, the pagan culture is better in a sense of community or meaning than, let's say, the higher ways, the higher world, you know, the spirit world, the Jewish and subsequent Christian ways. Although the paganism is quite brutal and archaic, it's no better or worse than the higher ways. Paganism is really full-on identity, fire, drawing lines in the sand. You know, they called Christ a heretic, but the higher ways is all based on a lie. The spirit world, as we know it, as a as the antithesis to the pagan ways, it's all based on a lie, which is why our system is based on a lie, and it's a pyramid scheme. There isn't no pyramid scheme in the nation ways. There's only merit and you had bloodlines and things like that, but it was based on things like honour and duty and, you know, some divination and whatnot. But the ways that we have now is just a complete and utter lie. It's just lies pushed by priestly men who are only afforded that role through nepotism. But pageant, all of this is all false god worshipping. You know, the latest trans apocalypse he mentioned about all this pantheism and the return of paganism, but it's not the return of paganism like you might think, how I've just explained it, but it's the return of the worship of the false gods. You know, it's been all of this destruction of the European culture and the white man's culture and Gentiles, and the pushing of the East and the Muslim, the pushing of transgenders and the pushing of veganism and feminism. It's all about beastly, uncultured. You know, these people will be worse than the pagans, because the pagans, although worshipping false gods, are more cultivated, but these people are just outright degeneracy, and these will be the ones that are going to put an end to civilization, and it won't return to cultured paganism. It's just going to run rampant until we have disease and pestilence. And well, perhaps it will start in the east. You know, all the pestilence and the death and the disease will start in the east, but will spread to the west. I don't know. But they're oh, bye. Yeah, they're fucking competition for young women, judged on their beauty. I think they're disgusting.